Hey, I'm Birdman.
Hey, I'm Michael.
Time to get on target at
The Hub Tucson. So, last video was a cool, different briefcase knife gun. This video is something just totally different too. So, another two crazy off-the-wall rifles that you just don't see much. Some of you may have never seen, other than in a movie. So,
ooh, in a movie.
in a movie. So first gun, these are very limited. They only did 500 of them, and we got a few of them. The Taran Tactical MPX from John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick. So this is the actual setup that John had in the movie. Of course, he had an optic on it and all that jazz. But this is the way that they set up his gun. So he had this magwell, this mag, this handguard with this grip tape on it, this comp, this charging handle, this buttstock, all of this stuff from Taran Tactical. Taran did all of John Wick's guns, and they partnered with SIG on this. It is awesome. It is awesome.
My MPX is my favorite gun, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to start with. So
yep, this one's already got an upgraded trigger in it, AR-15 style buttstock, comped, sling attachments, carbon handguard, all the grip you would want in the world and some. Just awesome. Just awesome. And so realistically, there is nothing real different about this gun than your standard PCC rifle from SIG. You can get this exact gun, just not this buttstock, not this rail, not this magwell, all that stuff. But does it make it run better? Sure, it'll shoot a little bit flatter with this comp on it. 9mm, Rob knows, it's a flat shooting gun already. Yeah. I mean, it's his.
If you're a fan of John Wick, man, you gotta have this though.
Right. Well, the hard thing is finding these. So there was only 500 made. The ones I got, I hate to say, I put into my little. I have a little storage area for certain guns that are just you can't get. I was stupid. We are a staccato dealer. We had the John Wick staccatos. I sold them all. I didn't keep one. I really, really regret it. So if you have a John, oh, we lost one of our lights.
One of our lights went.
One of our lights is gone.
That's okay.
It's all good. We're still good. If you have a staccato STI Combat Master and you want to trade it for a John Wick rifle, I will definitely do that deal. They're definitely worth about the same money.
You keep talking. I'm gonna put a light
on. So Rob's going to repair that light. But in terms of, hey, Mike, I'm thinking, should I get the Wick or should I get the standard PCC rifle? Just get the standard PCC rifle. Unless you really are a Wick fan or you want to keep this for collectability, they're really, while it is set up a little bit more for PCC, I don't think it's, it's not worth the extra money unless you're going to keep it for a collector. And that's just because 500 made, it's a John Wick collab. SIG really didn't tell anyone that they were doing this. So it was just us dealers being like, hey, we got him this John Wick gun. And they're really kind of unknown. So super cool rifles. You can still find these in stock in some places because just not a lot of people knew about them. So that is the John Wick. Oh, it's back. The light is back. So that's the John Wick MPX. The one thing that I would say, so Rob has a Gen 1 MPX, and again, they're fantastic guns. They have a different barrel and a different cut to the top of the receiver. Yes. So the flat top, the easy way on a SIG to know what gen it is, if it's got a flat rail on top, it's one of the Gen 1s. If it has this curve, and what I mean, you can actually see a curve in the top of this, it's going to be the Gen 2. It's going to take a different barrel than the Gen 1. And actually, there's different magazines. They changed the mag a little bit. So there's Gen 1 mags and there's Gen 2 mags. Make sure you're getting the right gen for your gun. There's different rails, you know, all that different stuff. So make sure you're getting the right parts for the right generation. If you find a Gen 1 and you're like, man, I don't want this because they have Gen 2s, don't think that way. Gen 1s run awesome. They work. We built Rob's right when they first came out. We put a can on it. It is a tack driving, quiet, no recoil, put anyone behind it, limit their ammo if they're a younger person, and they're shooting.
You're gonna make a hole like this and I'm targeted. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
literally, you just carve out the paper and keep going.
Yeah, it's just these guns, they work. So if you get a chance, stop by. This gun is always on display in the store. We want people to see these. They're meant to be seen, and of course meant to be used, but this one's not going to be used. It's staying the way it is. So, but come in, check it out, fondle it, hold it, all that jazz. We can order all these parts to make your own Wick.
There you go.
So that's the John Wick gun. Then I just wanted to show you. So this isn't a semi-auto gun. They're very different. You're like, Mike, you're talking about an MPX 9mm, and now we're jumping onto a bolt gun 300 Blackout. What are you doing here? Like, where are you going with this? Well, I just got this gun in. This one we've been waiting for well over a year. Well over, I'd say probably 2 years. I've had one of these on order, and it's just very hard.
Flipping can.
That's a can.
Holy crap, that's a can.
So this is the B&T SPR 300.
And it fit in the screen. No, almost. Come this a little bit. There we go. Okay.
So what is this gun? Well, this is a 300 Blackout bolt gun. It is designed for 150 meters or less.
Oh my gosh.
So not a long distance gun. What it is this is designed for military and police to have an urban environment weapon. It comes in a small case that looks like literally briefcases, you know, like kind of like what we just showed you in that one of the last videos. And it is in a bag, the brief, you know, so it's all apart. And so
wow,
it gets very, very small. You know, you can figure, okay, that's part of the bag. You got your optic right there. That's it. So that can go in a backpack very easily.
Yeah.
So that's the thinking, though. That was the way they designed it. Was we need something that doesn't look like a rifle when it's being carried, and can be put together very quickly.
Very quick.
And gets us into that 150 meter area to where 300 Blackout can still really well go through a glass where 223 can't.
Right.
So you've got that weight behind it, 200 grain bullets, slow, quiet, extremely quiet. We will do a video on this shooting. It's just gonna, I can't wait. It's gonna be like no noise at all. So super cool. These are purpose built, like I said. This is for the military and police, for urban environments, for New York, for, you know, different places where, okay, we've got a shooter, has a hostage behind that glass. We need you to, you know, take out the shooter and save the hostage. And, you know, from a rooftop across the street, 150 yards, no problem.
Oh.
So super cool rifle. I didn't put the bipod on it. Comes with a bipod, comes with rings, comes with the full package so that you can just go to town. You need scope, of course. This guy being 150 meters, we're not going to throw this beast of a scope on there where it's 5 to 56. You know,
no, you don't have to.
You don't need that. You know, like a 1 to 8, a 1 to 10. It's going to rock this thing. You know, maybe a little bit more power, you know, 3 to 9, something like that, you know. So, but super cool rifle, not very heavy, pretty lightweight, easy to use the bolt, fast, accurate, quiet, modular. So, B&T, we are getting more and more of their rifles in. We went direct with them this last year, and just when you're talking about forward thinking, kind of updating the past guns that we love and know, MP5, stuff like that, Tommy guns, bringing them into the kind of the future. And these guys do, we'll have more and more, we'll do, you know what, that'll be a great video series. We'll look at the B&T lineup,
Okay.
just because it's so different. AR-15 to GHM-9 to APC-9 to APC-45 to the SDs. They have a integrally suppressed pistol that is single shot, designed for like vets,
Right.
to quietly take out like a cow,
Nice.
you know, and not startle the other animals.
Yeah.
So there's just it's just super cool what they do. Just really forward thinking. And then they just came out with some lowers for SIGs where you can make a SIG into like a pistol, like a 320, and actually make it into like a stock pistol. And Glock. So they do some cool stuff. We'll do some videos on that. But make sure you check out B&T out of Florida. This stuff's all imported. Anything that you get to the U.S. is going to have a U.S. serial number. It'll actually start with U.S.
Nice.
So made overseas, imported into Florida. So anyway, that's B&T. Make sure you check out the SPR 300, the John Wick PCC. You can come in. This guy isn't going to be, well, if someone wanted it, we'd sell it. But this is a stamped gun. It's a 2-stamped gun because it's an SBR and a suppressor. So 2 stamp guns, $400.
Exactly what my MPX is.
Yes. Everyone's like, I love that stock, and it's like, $200.
Yeah,
it's a short barrel rifle. So this is a 2-stamper, but we can definitely get you set up. The John Wick is just a badass gun. You need to come check out.
There you go.
I'm Michael.
I'm Birdman.
We'll see you next time.